give me the primers. We'll both shoot each, but I'll start out with this, I guess.
So, what's going on, Perfect Plays YouTubers? This is kind of a new video. I haven't done any outdoor videos, but today I am. So right here I have a 22 long rifle, and my cousins over here got a pellet gun, and we're going to shoot them and see if there's much of a difference. This pellet gun does have a kick. It's a bigger, high-powered pellet gun. This is what we're shooting out of the 22 right here. Just a little tiny 22 hollow point, I think it is.
And for the pellet gun, we got our 7.9 grain little pellet. You can't really see it, but there you go.
That pellet gun only holds one pellet. This one can hold 10, I think, or less.
8, 10 in that range.
Somewhere 8 and 10, he says.
Usually load that.
So this is actually a semi-auto as well. Now, it just was clean not too long ago. Wasn't used since. So, yeah.
Oh, this one's ready.
4.
My shoot first.
Yeah, 5. 6. 7. 8. Alright, that's good enough. 8's good enough. Got some out syrup. So yeah, so I'm gonna make sure you're gonna angle it, just like that. Alrighty. So what we gotta do when we're pairing this is you hit this button right here. That sends this flying. Pull it back, and that's all I gotta do. Take it off safety. Sight's kind of foggy. As you can see, just shot this 22 long rifle. Put it on safety real quick. It automatically ejects unless it gets really dirty. Gets dirty, it actually tends to stick in here and it doesn't want to come out. So I'm just gonna fire a couple more semi-auto. It performed nicely, but 22 long rifle doesn't have much of a kick to it.
She's loaded, by the way.
So you can load this one up off camera here while I shoot the pellet gun. See who has a more of a kick. The pellet gun does have kind of a more weight to it, I'd say. So yeah. Yeah, pellet gun has more of a weight and a kick to it, more than a 22 long rifle, but not the point. Those are hollow points. So meaning when they are shot, they explode when they hit something. These are more of a weird point. They don't have no point, so they're not really a piercing bullet.
Alright.
Nor they're not meant to do much damage.
So I'm going to demonstrate a function of a semi-automatic gun that you can perform. I don't know why you would ever need to perform this function, but I guess it can come in handy. This is what, as close as you're going to get to full auto.
So yeah, so what we have right here is a Sportsman RS2 series Beeman pellet gun with that. And with our 22 long rifle, my cousin will tell us what it is.
1 second, I want to see. This is a Marlin Firearms Model 60W micro groove barrel 22 long rifle.
Kind of a light pellet gun, I'd say. It's actually very simple and easy to shoot. Put anything in here? We're gonna load tons in here.
So we're gonna do a segment where we're gonna shoot them both at the same time, one round, and compare from them both shooting. Now, of course, after this, you'll have to dump the mag. This holds more.
basically take that after filling it and then push it down, and that has a spring load in it. And what it does is the bullet and the spring load right here, as you can see about this little tiny orange piece, as the bullet gets pushed, this gets pushed back farther and farther, and it just forces another bullet into the chamber right up here. Right here, see? I'm just gonna push this up in here so it actually has something, the spring loaded, to force the bullet into the chamber. So I pull it back, basically prime it up, and take it off safety. So on safety? No. Alright. 3, 2, 1, fire. Now, this surely doesn't have no kick to it.
But, as you can clearly hear, the gun is much louder than this one.
Because that has no
This,
gunpowder.
and also the bullet in that one, is breaking the sound barrier, which is of course going to make a sonic boom.
With what you hear in the pellet gun is not really the pellet making a noise, it's actually the gun in general that's making the noise. So yeah, so those are the two guns that we will be shooting today. Now we're just gonna randomly shoot some in and out and maybe do some breaks and talk about them. But the thing is, with the pellet gun, it's not gonna get much dirty except when it's outside. This one gets dirty from shooting these, really dirty, because inside of these little capsules, as some may know, there's a bullet, and then inside this capsule is gunpowder. And when a gun is fired, it could be a middle pong pin or a side pin, meaning it hits along the side of the bullet right here, or it hits in the middle. Now either way, it hits in the middle and then hits a striker, and the striker ignites this gunpowder, thus having this bullet shoot out the rifle. And inside of the barrel of a rifle, there is metal that spins, and that makes the bullet spin. It grips onto the side of the bullet, and the bullet spins, making it go faster and more accurate. That's thus the reason we have these. Back in the day, if you were shooting something like a shotgun is less accurate because it doesn't spin when it comes out. It goes and shatters and spreads out. It has no metal in there that goes in the shape of a spiral. The spiral helps this. The bullet twists through the barrel, catching up speed and taking off. So yeah, that is the little bit of behind bullets. Bullets can be bigger. They can be 9mm are probably about that size, I'd say. A little bit thicker. And about with 50 cals are huge. Those are what are in snipers and guns like that. So yeah, so this is more of an outdoor video. Just wanted to show you guys. So I'm going to shoot some of these. I'm going to shoot 2 from here. But I'm actually going to load it. I can load it in here from here, right? We're actually going to try something. I don't know. I feel like I can. I don't know. I don't really trust that. So, yeah, we're just going to put one in here.
After he's done, I'm going to do a comparison. I shot at a rock up there with the pellet gun. Get a little bit of safe distance back. We're going to shoot out with the 22 and see what the splash looks like.
So yeah, so all we do to get rid of this is make sure it's on safety. It's on safety, so then we hit this button here. That puts this little chamber up here forward. Now to load the bullet, we pull it back. Now with this gun, when it's a recoil, it automatically pushes this back, thus chambering another ammo to come up here. That's why it's called semi-auto. Now it really feels like you're shooting a BB gun, because when you shoot a BB gun, there's not really much of a kick. It's just firing. That is just firing, because the bullet is this small once again. But when you're shooting something like a 30-06, it's like that big. So there's much more of a kick with gunpowder. Yes. So when you're with ARs, you're normally shooting. When it shoots an AR, the recoil, something like that, I think it is, of the round forces the shove back, shoves the pin back, thus letting another bullet come into the chamber. And thus you can hold. With these, there's a function in them that only doesn't let you hold it down. You got to go like that to shoot semi-auto.
All right. If you want to maybe bring them up here, let's see if I was able to hit the rock so we can do a comparison on the bullet class.
So we're gonna go check out the comparison of our two guns that we shot into a rock. Now, do not try this at home unless you're under adult supervision. We have been shooting guns for every single time we come up here, so just something we kind of have to do.
All right. So, right here, I have my finger pointed at. This is from our pellet gun. As you can see, it's discolored and that. This right here is from our 22. Hit right there, knock the moss off. As you can see, it is significantly bigger. Now, what probably happened would be better if the rock was standing up straight. It probably hit and bounced off, went up that way.
These are kind of hollow points, so it does shatter when it hits things.
So it would have been better if we had a rock standing straight up, but we really don't have one of those around us. I mean, we do, but it's too close to where we're shooting from for...
Yeah, and this is the target we're shooting at right here. You can see it's kind of like hammered from when
We've been shooting at it since last hunting season.
Yeah, this is where we normally sight some guns in. Or we do sight guns up all the way up there, if you can see.
It's
Those are
depending
for
on the type of gun, if it's a long-range gun,
if it's a
short range.
Yeah. We do actually hunt on this land up that way. I got a deer this year.
I saw a deer, but I didn't get it.
Yeah.
Too dark.
Actually, it just... What is that?
You see? No way. Well, all right, what we have here is what's called a wad from a shotgun. That is inside the shotgun and fires out with it.
Yeah, we do shoot shotguns up here from time to time.
Unfortunately, today, we couldn't bring out a shotgun to demonstrate for you.
Yeah, we only could bring out these two guns here.
Which is actually going to make for a pretty good comparison.
Yeah, because the pellet gun, not much kick, but does shoot. This, not much kick,
But it has more power.
but has more power. As you see with the pellet guns though, the higher you go, the more there can be. I have a $50 pellet gun I had at my house. Now I can load it with metal BBs as well, but it has no kick. This one's more of a high-powered one, and it has a force-back kick.
Which, if you guys are also wondering about the pellet gun, this is the type of pellets we're using. Right there. You can pause the video if you want.
Yeah, we're just using some Remington 22 long range. Long rifle hollow points. It says right there, 22 long rifle, brass plated hollow points. 525 rounds in this one thing, and we've been shooting this for a long time now. That's something from a previous destruction we do up here. We always come up here and do some destructions. But so what we're gonna do is I'm going to currently load
10 rounds.
we're gonna go with 8. I don't know how many this actually really holds. I know it just can hold 8.
And I'm going to load 2 into the pellet gun.
With these guns though, well, with mine here, the hollow point, what it does is when it makes contact with, if you're protecting yourself with one or you're doing a fire range, this bullet here, when it hits it, it explodes. It goes and throws sharp shards, which is more protective towards certain things. They do a bunch of these. I like hollow points just because of how cool I think they are. There's also piercing ones and a bunch of other things you can actually shoot out of other weapons like this. So piercings are more of something that pierces better into certain things. So if you're doing like hunting stuff or protecting yourself, some people use piercing bullets to protect them, or they use hollow points because hollow points send charge everywhere to protect yourself in certain situations.
Another fun fact, hollow points are actually banned from conflicts that are countries that actually abide by the Geneva Convention because of the reason of breaking apart inside of somebody. It's harder for medics to be able to get that out and save somebody. That's just your fun fact of the day.
Oh, what the heck? Oh. This is getting kind of rough. Full of stuff. Oh no.
What do we got a jam? Show them.
So right now, as guns get dirty from this gun,
See, bring it in closer.
here, step out of the way.
This is gonna be something you guys would want to see.
Yeah. So just we want to keep clear of this. See right here, it didn't take the bullet. It's still shot, but it didn't go out in time as another bullet was loaded in. That's one thing with the semi-autos, that it doesn't discharge it when you're doing not an auto, what is it called? One that's not semi-auto.
Just a single shot.
Yeah, a single shotgun. This doesn't really happen because it already ejects it. It may get jammed in there, but with this we got to be careful because I did happen to shoot, and well, that's kind of bad because if I pulled the trigger, and if I pulled the trigger, the firing pin could be jammed. If in some situations, if you're shooting a gun and it doesn't shoot, you got to be careful and keep it pointed away from people at all costs, because it could be the firing pin that's all messed up.
Did we charge another round, live round?
Hmm?
Did we charge another live round?
So yeah, that's what we got to be careful with over here. And when it does that, you got to be careful because sometimes the firing pin could strike and it could shoot anywhere at any moment. You never know. You just got to point it in safe position while you're trying to get that mag out.
Unfortunate thing about our private range here is that we are actually semi-close to houses, so we have to be extra careful when we're dealing with something like this.
Because we got to point it far away, and we also have to keep it out of reach of certain places. So that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys for... Let me get in the outro. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Maybe we can do some more of these videos. Let me know in the comments how you like this type of video. Or we can do more video game content. I have some other videos that are pre-recorded on my computer. I just need to upload yet. So I'd like to thank you guys for watching my video. Leave a like and subscribe if you liked it. Yes, I did change my name to Perfect Plays instead of Beam and Plays, but I thought it fit better.
And if you guys like this gun content more, we both have bigger caliber guns that we could bring out perhaps and show to you guys, which would be very interesting. For example, I have a 308 rifle, and what do you have?
I have a 30-06, 30-30s, muzzle loaders, all that type of stuff.
All stuff that could make for very interesting content.
Alright, thank you guys for watching. Leave a like and subscribe and comment if you like this. Alright, see ya.